around here. Standard harbor wall.
Oh, that's
not quite standard, actually. Yeah, this is a bit unusual.
Yeah, that is a weird one. And it's actually triggered an EG push out through A lobby too. Boostio might grab a couple, but also
he's got to know that
got to be
here.
worried about being flanked.
With this deep push through A lobby, Boostio's got to be aware of it. And now, yeah, he's going to be making a call all the way through here. crashies unaware. Trailblazer was leading the charge. Unable to get his gun out, and the rest of EG as well starting to collapse now onto the flanks and extremities. It's Victor. Needs to win his fight and his one here into garage. Will he be cleared out? Another refight as well. NRG opting to try and fight towards the back of the spawn and flip the map with ardiis also there. Comes down to this, doesn't it? Victor now starting to back away. Looks to take the fight again, actually. Second guesses himself, and it's just down to ardiis. He gained a space prior into this, pushing all the way deep into the spawn, but it's EG with every single avenue watched.
So this is the value of that harbor wall they used on the pistol. And they've smoked off.
Been cleared though.
Ethan clears it.
Yep, very aware.
But that's also going to mean that EG have to be worried about that later on.
Maybe make some adjustments to their own setups as a result of it, but this should be a relatively easy round, all things considered. Making sure to watch for every possible opening now. NRG forced to set their sights on to mid. Right through the center of it, hoping for a spike plan, maybe to get that money flowing, but it will not be the backlines as well. Flipping the map, that's EG grouped together.
Com is ready for this. Look at how he's holding the A connector. He knows it's possible that NRG could try and pivot.
This is something that NRG do a lot. They take that B control, start to move into the A hit if they think that it's been pushed up deep through into A lobby. Close to it, almost claiming two, but listen, the gun not quite ideal for the job, but he's done enough damage, surely done enough work. crashies forward. Left. This position, it doesn't get cleared. 1-2. Can he make it 3? Yes, indeed.
What an incredible play by crashies. Position where that Viper orb that FiNESSE is throwing is not going to allow them to creep in.
Oh,
and here he is.
Dangerous, but it's not being cleared. Spray through the reactions, 2 for his troubles, and he's out.
Victor backs up after breaking it.
Trying to bait out that aggression. 50 seconds remaining. Close to the corner, that's Boostio tucked, and I see a battle of the killjoys taking place. Victor seems to be aware of it though, knowing that these deep positions could be played for, especially with the smoke in his face. He was precisely on it. Just knew what to expect there.
Very aware.
So it gives him the plan. High tide ripping his way across. That's going to be covering up into heaven. Does give the opportunity now for EG to actually get a little bit deeper out into the site. There's a nanoswarm sitting as well for the first wave of utility. Just at that choke point. It's broken though. Snakebite to replace it. This is going to be pushing them further back. Time is starting to tick. Ethan holding his flash, and will there be a push off the back of it? Just a swing from him, seeing if he can gain anything. Fight's being taken all over the bloody map. One player remains, it's Victor. Updraft play to the side here, nobody quite sticking it. The shorty swing, nanoswarm stuck but fades away, and enough time being bought.
EG barrel themselves forwards with a very nice retake there. 45 seconds. Here
holding to the push, and just narrowly accepting that timing. Listen, it was strained, but he gets the job done. Pushes on pushes, ardiis. He's creeping his way up towards, trying to break some of that util. Has to use the dash to get out of there.
There is not much time here.
25 seconds. Where are they landing? Spike now starting to make his way towards B, walking forwards. Orb goes down, and Boostio. Cheeky play by crashies, trying to lurk his way into this one. There's 15 seconds left. They got to get a move on. Time is really running short here, and the connector's just not quite theirs yet. Smoke pushing them back. Cascade. Is there going to be a gap in it? Rolling Thunder away. Carving through into the side. Boostio will fall. 4 seconds remaining. This plan, it needs to be stuck. Someone deal with the dart. Surely Som sticks it. He gets it down. An extension of the round at least, and a chance to win for NRG. But it's a 2 versus 3. Come onto the corner, smokes the reposition. ardiis tries to pick up the rifle, and he does get it in his hand, still with the knives. Moves forwards here. Com is alone, a right click. How's he managing that? Small margin for victory. Ethan and jawgemo trying to play together here. Ethan holds that one, and jawgemo takes the second. Clean with the retake, but it could have all come crumbling down.
A good try from ardiis towards the end, but that was a hooker in round 7.
Now they've gained a lot of space here. Second layer of that utility with the Reckoning on top. Perfect for trying to clear out, push back these EG players who are looking to try and anchor hard. Should gain them the site. Here's the lockdown use though. Anything to counteract that one doesn't look likely, so some will get that plant down, but they're all going to have to be leaving this side unless ardiis wants to go down with the ship while he pushes forwards. Attempt to catch a timing as they were trying to get back into this with the Viper's Pit. It's going to be blocking them. It's going to come down to that just, again, the random spam, the RNG, a bit of play here, even sticking it all the way. They can't quite land the shots. They can't land the util. It's pure improvisation. It's a better composition. They're missing too many pieces when they get into the post plants, if they can even get to them in the first place. This time, again, just a heavy reliance on trying to lean into the A hits here. Bit of a pump with the util, cut noise. Now 3 of the EG players are still onto the other side of the map. jawgemo takes the angle, takes the fight. He's rewarded, still there as well. Wants to take the fight to them, doesn't back away. Boostio to watch one of the angles, an interesting smoke. Fades away, dissipates. And it's offered for the trade. NRG getting that one. FiNESSE watching for that re-flank and re-peek. 2 players left standing. Stun misses. FiNESSE, he's still alive in this. And well, almost getting it with the spray down. Left down to just com. And at this point, does he still try and go for this one? It is a 1v2.
Tough one for him. Has no idea that some crashies are going to be playing here.
So pushed up. Yeah, this crossfire setup should never be failing, but does he have the awareness? He does! Doesn't quite land it, though. Crosshair. You see, that's why ardiis is spamming all the appropriate corners, making sure that nobody could have really been hiding behind that. Now setting themselves up, looking for potential hit into this one. ardiis activating his dash, but it's going to be meeting 2 players, anchoring deep. It's Boostio. He's got his teammate to back him up, lit up, can't land the shots. Com's still alive, but not for much longer there. It's cleaned up. Spike also exchanging hands, dropped to one side so crashies can get that plant down. A deep cove so nobody can push through. And the Cosmic Divide was used a little bit prior to this one. That might be going to waste. There needs to be an attempt from EG if they want to flood into this one, but Demon 1 is trying to retake with the operator.
Should be challenging for him.
Yeah, we've seen him work magic. Fault line, flash deep down onto the corner. Angles what? Stephen, he gathers it too! Down to Demon 1, the flick shot, it hits! A connection through the wall, damage done, lands it, rifle, it's an upgrade! Time ticking short, Som!
Cheat to push them out. Final round. In this half, Ethan and Com over towards A, both initiators as Demon 1 and jawgemo
very early drone and the Hunter's Fury as well with the stun to connect! And the damage, it's there!
Spike down
A collection of crashes falling early, deep pushed into mid, that's Demon 1. Victor was aiming to just get a bit of that spam damage in, maybe just feign like it could have been more of them. It's fallen to pieces before their eyes. EG set themselves up to get that 7-5 half and a refight as well for the back of the site. We know they're not shying away from it at this point. It's a heavy read into it to the side of the smoke. Som punishing the hubris of Com to try and take that fight. FiNESSE this time is pushed all the way up.
He knows that Boostio is still around here. The turret's active. Boostio
Sit.
only has a sheriff and a judge right now.
Yep. He's starting to feel it, isn't he? Snake bite towards the back. That's going to break the alarm bell. Boostio actually doesn't know that this timing could be granted. Deep into window, and it's all about this. It's being watched for, though. jawgemo holding it at the off angle, expecting there to be a reclearance at this hand. He lands it.
I can't believe he's ready for that.
What kind of game sense is that? Expecting that kind of play, and Sommy's left to do the most with just 30 HP. His position is being quickly approached. The Rolling Thunder, it's set up. It should be the slam dunk, and indeed it is. 7-5 at EG. Keeping their lead going here in this first half of Haven.
And overall, an excellent start for them. EG were able to find so much success out of hard anchoring sites.
Recalling my bot.
Just waiting for any early aggression and then going straight into this hit.
Turret taken down. It's going to be now propping up the Viper wall on FiNESSE. And in theory, with a double wall comp, you should be able to retake quite effectively. Cutting off those sight lines as well, partitioning up the site as it happens. jawgemo.
Big kill.
Yeah, loses his fight there watching the flank. That's Victor, and his job was the re-clearance. An attempt to fight deep here, maybe from EG. Want to use the initiator util that they do have. Cascade, though, in the face. Demon 1 slowed down. Trailblazers a stun. It connects. And will there be the kills to follow up on it? Sung a bit of chaos into this one. Deep flash into the back. Victor strikes with 3 so far in a round.
The players are weak.
Hoping to make it 4, but yes, the players are weak. And a couple of taps of the ghost might be enough. Half under the fuse. Has he bought enough time? Victor sticking it. The dart doesn't have time to break it. It's Com.
Don't worry, you're with me.
What a player. And he has been... Ethan?
They've spotted Ethan. Usually the breach would be with the pack.
Yeah.
But that's not the case this time.
Reclearance. crashies is not set up with any sort of utility. He just takes the fight. Making sure to watch for that one. Som did contain the first swing, but Ethan's there to trade. And
jawgemo wasn't seen.
He was not.
Could he be a danger?
Yeah. Flash.
Not seen again?
False info. He's pushed up onto the corner. crashies. Didn't have his crosshair for it, but wasn't a rifle in the hands of jawgemo, so he couldn't quite punish that deeper swing.
Nice idea from EG, though, in this round, but it hasn't paid off. NRG going for those aggressive re-clears of areas, similar to what we'd seen from Boostio in the first half.
30
this time,
seconds
crashies,
left.
doing everything for his team. But I do like the idea from EG of having, weirdly enough, your breach be the lurker in a weird round like this. They're just trying to throw off FiNESSE's read of where the main stack of bodies is.
Aiming to try and get themselves onto the B side. Ooh, the spike. jawgemo with the plant. I don't know if it's swayed him. The util actually missing, but all the kills collected regardless. So NRG do sail their way through into that bonus round, relatively unscathed. Not giving away too much there.
But I don't think EG will pull out play.
Gap in the play if he can exploit it.
Meanwhile, like I said, Demon 1 set up as a bit of a lurker over in A lobby. That's where NRG are going towards. jawgemo had no idea, and Demon 1 gets cleared out too.
This is NRG with every advantage going their way, every duel going their way. Spike to be planted here. Fast flank attempt by NRG. All three of them swinging around to the side. An easy collection. Ethan dropped down. Com last one standing. This was an investment from him. He wasn't even aware of that. Seeker.
Set up in a very nice bait and switch here. Ethan may want to play for the orb, or they might just go into the C exec. Either way, Victor's in a good spot.
Throw and Hunter's Fury doesn't clear it. Victor onto the corner. He can't get anything done.
He couldn't see for the Hunter's Fury.
And talk about the bait and switch. I mean, Victor, the luxury of multiple targets. The deep push down. crashies and Som laying down the bullets. Laying down. Land into. Is it a sightline of ardiis?
The garage control, yeah, it has pulled everybody away apart from ardiis.
Here we go. Drone does spot that, so they know there's an operator onto the site. The fault line as well slows him down. All the way back. Now the Rolling Thunder as well. This will definitely be carving deep into the site. There's a Viper's Pit that's used and dropped down. On top of it! It's all combined. Util towards the back. Demon 1 is set up. It's a field day for him.
What a pull!
And look at this.
jawgemo.
jawgemo's there, doesn't expect the second. It's returned with the fire, but I feel like the job is done.
The job absolutely done there. Gorgeous play. Com throws it. So, as soon as ardiis takes contact with the operator, he sees the drone, he backs up. He calls for, they expect it.
Yeah. That's why they're spamming that. This is why it's so hard to chew through the double wall comp, the high tide propped up. Up close now, though, the lockdown. That should push them back off of the B site. Pinging onto the common corner as well. Star at the feet, all the way back. When he's propping that one up, FiNESSE. Time running short, dash forwards, Demon 1. He's wasting no time. Striking within those minute opportunities. There was a bit of util to set him up on top of it, and this flank, well, flanks on flanks.
That's really nice. ardiis is making noise, turns the head of jawgemo. And they get that pinch play.
Yep, this is going to be called now that there's two players that way. Come down to just these fights being taken. Turret off to the side. Does it get cornered yet? Oh, well, double face, double swing! Ethan! He can't be removed. He can't be denied. He gets his two, and he's made the decision easy for NRG. Hard pill to swallow nevertheless, but they do have to back away and just accept that they're not winning this round. This is EG taking the lead.
Great play from Ethan. I mean, he should go down there. The way that ardiis and Victor have played it is nice, but they're just a little shaky on those shots.
Yeah.
NRG keep 3 players here, and that's allowed Boostio entry into B. The Killjoy utility got put up C garage early because ardiis was playing in this spot, and now he's removed. Boostio's set up on the timing. It looks so good.
Yep, 30 seconds, the time running it down all the way, and it's all set up from the flash, round the back, Boostio. Does his best, does the work, 3 in a round, was hunting for the 4th, but already the job is finished just from that one timing. Damage being done to FiNESSE, lucky to escape, 9 HP.
Recalling my bot.
Boostio's causing a lot of chaos around here. He's already inside this cove.
Oh, wait.
Oh, the timing is just brutal here, potentially.
Some trying to bait like he expects the re-push, side by side, watches it. I was wondering, using the cove early there, but works out for him. nets that kill. He knows to expect that repush as well. An attempt still being made here. Victor holding for the smoke. Does he adjust the aim in time? He does not. It's Ethan who wins it. Lovely bit of spam aftershock, collecting the timing, yet jawgemo, he wins the fight anyway. And this is a double push attempt to punish that one. 2 players left standing now. It is a 2v3. NRG had such a big lead in terms of that players they brought down prior. Calls made. Ethan and Com moving forwards in towards the back. A late swing from Ethan, only for the one. Running his way up, high tide, cuts his way across. Stun now, ripping through. Ardiis gets off it, but gets half. Spamming it all the way, forces Ethan to swing, but back onto it, the retap. Ardiis can just stick it. And safety in numbers. So
In positions. There's only crashies here on the A side.
yeah, really late adjustments. EG obviously offloading again the same tools, the same utility. Dart through the back, a flash as well. Crashies, he's got to be calling for this one. It feels like an A hit.
Blinded.
And we can see that it is. EG moving, dash into the back. Demon 1's still there. Now gets the rifle out. High tide to try and grant them some space. Demon 1 still active. There's a gap here. As soon as that smoke did dissipate, now the Cosmic Divide cuts its way through. It's going to be preventing NRG from trying to play this one fast.
There's a reckoning here.
Reckoning. It's going to make it hard to try and hold it down. The right-click Demon 1. He is a nuisance. Lurking this way, that way, pushing forwards. All the way, stunned up. NRG claiming all the kills. They want to bring this one to OT. A fight to be taken forwards towards them. Pulling it down, Ethan. He lands 2 of the shots. Com with the Hunter's Fury, and he can push them off the plant. Already to defuse. It is not halfway. EG. Have they done enough? Time ticking short, not half on the defuse. Crashies, it's just sheer impossibilities. And it's Com who sails into it. 13-11 map. Try and find an opening elsewhere.
jawgemo doesn't have any smokes, so Boostio is a little dangerous here in mid. Oh, this is going to give so much info.
Knife just about back online. 2 tags. Again, that poke and prod is 35 seconds left. Turrets dealt with.
Once again here, jawgemo's just got a smoke online and used it for them to take tree control, and they got pushed away.
They're trying to fake like it could be towards B in this angle as well. They've now put the spike in the hands of Ethan. He's back rejoining them. It's trying to go for that A split. Sheriff. Ardiis rattling off the shots, but he was blinded up. Spike's dropped down though. 12 seconds left. You have to reclaim this. Com does the job, does the best he possibly can here. Will they get the plant down? Yeah. Looks likely.
Spike planted.
That one doesn't quite land. jawgemo now has a sheriff picked up off Ardiis' body. And FiNESSE is going for the huge wraparound here.
Yeah,
it's
really
going to take quite a bit of time, but it might catch jawgemo unaware.
That's going to be online for crashies soon enough. Oh, jawgemo expected it, anticipated it. Trapped in wine though, backed away. Smoke to try and buy some space. FiNESSE lays claim to it. Reposition from Com. That's spotted, and FiNESSE, the difference maker. 3 in it. That's going to be the pistol round for them.
It's a massive pistol round from FiNESSE there. He had 40 health. 1 shot from the sheriff and he would have gone down. And yet still finds the time to land a body shot and a headshot onto jawgemo. Even when they had weapons and EG did not.
The push and pull. That's what matters here.
It's a bit of a fake though.
30 seconds left.
Ethan applies pressure here. Instead, it's coming through Cat.
It did this last time, and it landed and ended in that A hit. Now the smoke just dropped down there towards tree. No time with 18 seconds left. There's a paranoia for the paranoia, but no one can gain any ground all the way forward. Oh, beautiful flash! Victor! It's a menace there, setting his team up for the slam dunk. And Ethan, he's left scrambling, scattered, hoping to save the rifle. The timing around is whittled down, but his position is known. It's going to be hard for him to...
But that's not happening. And yet the adaptation not quite come through. This
NRG!
What a tiles crunch!
Going for the tiles crunch as well, but they were stunted through main with the util. They even used this no command as well. It rips away the knives from Ardiis, and he only gathers the 1 kill before eventually being stopped in his tracks. Slowing it down now. You make the call to at least temper it. But only for a moment now. Another repush by NRG. They're lurking their way to the backside of mid. Com, he was open just on that angle, but now back to safety through main. His team been gifted. The side, it should be there, so gets a bit scrappy. Gets a bit dangerous there.
Looked like it should have been a lot of damage, but in fact, Com and Boostio get away with it.
Really wasn't, but all that space is immediately taken here through B main. I know that's not an area they have to watch for. Still, Boostio holding on to lane. Great first kill to claim. The rest of NRG a bit late to it. In terms of trying to offset that advantage just now being found, but they know that they're all corralled. Counter spam from Com. Into the angle, followed the traces, and it led him directly to Crashy's head at the back of the site now. They're being squeezed from this direction. FiNESSE up onto lane. The last one left last.
Though, that really has to be worried about this. It's FiNESSE. He was here early at the beginning with Victor. Victor moved away. Presumably, though I didn't catch it, the turret was on top of Switch.
With how slow this is going.
I mean, they've got to anticipate FiNESSE being deep on backside right now. Does Demon 1 even think
30
to clear
seconds
this?
left.
He's been here for so long. He's just the lurker.
Yeah.
Everyone else on EG is heading towards A.
Grouped up into A, clearance into Y now, smoke in their face. Dart, the nade, everything, but you have to barrel through if you're EG, and the late lurk. It's been caught, it's been catched. Okay, EG, somehow they make it work. In the scramble that was that
10
round,
seconds left.
the fight gets taken. It's Ethan who is the victor, but for how much longer? He's up against 2. They are healthy. Has to play a close corner, hoping that they don't clear the site properly together. It's really going to be the sole chance he has. Split up ardiis onto the heaven spot. Drop down here. Mate, yeah, okay. The shot there to hide his footstep as he was dropping down to take that fight. Well understood.
NRG had 3 players on the A side to try and stop that hit from coming through. And FiNESSE was
Team
extraordinarily patient to deal with Demon 1.
ardiis has already taken up that space. It's a flash. Dodge. Triple face step. He's got his teammates as well. The hold is back, and Demon 1 just walks right into the angle. Anticipating it to be clear. And he's removed early in that jet head-to-head.
Really well done there by NRG, but again, they can commit 3 players to mid at the start there because they're not worried about any fast hits from EG. The pace is too readable, and it's giving NRG such freedom with what they can do on the defense.
Getting away with murder. Boostio now. Stalks his way forwards into spawn. Angle watch for double face. NRG make the call as well. Ethan was hoping for something, the jiggle spot.
Placing alarm bot.
It's crashes as well.
Alarm bot down.
Knows that Boostio was looked up deep.
Turret out.
And look at this deep push from ardiis. I mean, he is all the way through B main. Boostio doesn't stand a chance.
ardiis has taken over this map. And the way that NRG are setting him up is just so chilled.
10 HP from jawgemo, looking to do the most into this round. Com
30
lights up one of the
seconds
targets towards the back, a jump spot. No reveal though from FiNESSE. Holds a tucked position, he knows his teammates have got it. Full discipline, and they face it all together. 7-2 for NRG, they are looking in prime form.
Get into position.
That's there. Shakhtar pushing them back. ardiis crawls forward, still holds it. No punish.
7 first kills in 10 rounds.
He cannot be stopped. No command ripping through. That's Ethan letting loose still into the side here. Lane being held. The TP forward. jawgemo is brought down. Another re-peek, another re-swing. It's all enough. So much firepower gliding through the air. Eris online. See if EG can let rip a couple of these hand cannons as well. Maybe earn themselves a kill or 2. But pretty typical beginning for them. Again, maybe their hope is that NRG fall asleep at the wheel. Knife deep here. Demon 1 seeks to disrespect the dash. Forward to them close. There we go. A glimpse of something. Some of that mechanical prowess that we've been talking about so often. ardiis now expects it to be pushed up through heaven. He actually dodges the flash off of this one onto the high ground angle. Ethan shots barreling down into him. Up this way. Oh boy!
What am I watching?
Absurd!
You should run.
And Ethan's done it for the team. He's picked up the operator. Lockdown now earned. They place it down.
What a round to turn things on their heads completely. Can crashies even evade this? He's pretty far away. Nope.
No.
He's going to tuck. FiNESSE with a lockdown of his own, and the players are weak. Ethan, jawgemo, Com got fractions of their health between them. Could this still be winnable? It's difficult. Very difficult.
They seek to use it. Got to take care of the turret. Smoke. All revealed. FiNESSE, okay.
There's no time to use the lockdown anymore, Brent.
Yeah, there really isn't. You can't use the ultimate for this one. Just got to try and contact it, and Ethan's holding the angle there. Crouched up. 2 players now seeking him. No more time to make the most of the round here. So, a thrifty round.
Victor could shut it down, though, by popping his own ult.
Knife there. Dart as well, and a flash.
Is Com
Still
far enough
company
back?
here. Is he far enough back? Well, Hunter's Fury, there it is. It's unleashed. Let rip. But no one clears logs. Oh, no one clears FiNESSE. Tugged into the corner. Making a mockery of the game state with that. Felt like a bit of run and gun with the Phantom.
30 seconds left.
This might just be it. 9-3. Spikes drop down into the choke. 24 seconds left. It's up to jawgemo. Take some risks, take some fights. TP across. Scrappy, it's chaotic. It's him and Com versus the world. And time is just fully against them. Triple stacked up onto lane. No crumbs. That's 4 kills for FiNESSE. 9-3.
Sometimes you'll have the Killjoy play in that position, but they don't have a dash to be able to get one and get out. That's his 8th first kill in 13 rounds.
He's dominant.
He's controlling the game.
Taking over. Set themselves up now in a 5v4. Should be an easy hit here. Boostio is the only one left here. He's got a sheriff in his hands. No util. What more can he do? Well, it turns out quite a bit. Great reaction times. Landing onto the heads. Victor left to scramble here on 45 health, but enough damage was done that Boostio will fall easily enough. And that deep lurk Som. Clearance now onto Com. Takes him out. Free side for them. Getting that plant down, but it's still a 2-on-2, and damage has been done to Victor that could be taken out just by the stray shot. B main control. So important. Team 1 still with the dash. Som, his job here is to pick the right timing. Make sure that you fight just at the correct moment. Pushed up onto lane, it's Victor alone. Reswing, there was an attempt from it. The dash is there, but Demon 1 does not strike. Does not get the kills. Instead, it's all Victor. Good job from NRG to salvage. Doesn't want to give away the rifle, but it looks like they're still leaning into this one. If the knife only tags onto one, maybe they go off of this drone as well. Forces out the nade. Not too much util in the hands of them. Now you see it. The dash being used, pushing forwards. Cross over the top. Out in the open. They don't have the damage. They don't have the guns. ardiis stays alive, grounded towards the back of the site. Just picked there are the targets. Boostio's left last, but this will be 11 rounds now for NRG gained, showing no signs of slowing down.
We've had conversations, EG have had conversations internally, many of them Ethan was saying, about stamina. And we expected maps like this maybe to rear their head towards the end of the map pool, with this being a BO5. Nice try from Boostio, but too many opponents going up again.
No way over towards A. Pushing Som into a 4 position. Looks like they want to set up for potentially an A split.
Shutting them down.
Victor's going to throw a lineup, make it feel like it's a B split happening, and instead maybe working their way into A. I'm not sure. The devious mind of FiNESSE is difficult to crack in these kind of moments.
Yeah,
fakes on fakes occurring.
Yep.
But Victor's ult, I think it's a great time to invest it here on the bonus.
Demon 1 has to try and put a stop to this one. A bit of spam, the ult pushing through. jawgemo close to the corner, hiding behind his own smoke. It is being spammed up. Drafto reveals his position, and ardiis, he takes the kill. From the high ground angle, it's stopped in its tracks.
First kills in the round.
Yeah, it's just ludicrous. Just ludicrous from him. Steps up to the challenge. All the talk about Demon 1. Making it feel almost personal, but
shouldn't have talked about it, Brett.
Yeah, absolutely cursed him, didn't I? He's hunting for it. That 1 kill, Demon 1's still there. Layers on layers! Spam down! Not enough to reset to get the 3rd. FiNESSE puts a stop to it, but now just, again, 2 players left standing here for NRG. A minute 10 in the round. Ample opportunity to take a bit of a breather here. There's a 2v3, and it is always winnable.
This is where crashies and FiNESSE might be able to pull off something beautiful, but they're going to clash against Ethan and jawgemo here. Both trying to re-clear.
Trying to re-clear. Fight 1 for jawgemo, though. Takes out the...
To take some mid-presence. It's not the case.
No.
All
NRG
4 head into gelato.
All the way through into main. At any point, this area could have been compromised by EG with a deep push.
You almost need to contact this, I feel, into the site, and all just be holding angles for each other. You don't really have a way of bursting out. But that is going to be very difficult to contact in against Demon 1's op.
You should run.
It's pinged out, so they know he was holding that particular spot.
They're going to use the lockdown.
It's committed. And all for it. Deep smoke off to the side as the goal to TP in. It is. Cuts up the angle. Demon 1 forced now to hold it away from the choke. He missed it. He didn't see him. Som's there. Player detained in the back. Com takes back up that space again. Time running short. It's 11 seconds. The spike is dropped in the middle of nowhere. They have to grab it. Space being bought there, hitting it, reload, backing away. It will be that plant, an extension for them. Lockdown, planted down. Boostio pushing them back. It's do or die. Have to stop for this. NRG one away, of course, and Victor wants to go down. They're both going to get detained in this. All of them going to get detained. Trying to take the fight. 3 players fall. Come. Take your pick. Take your time, son. They all crumble.
What is going on in this map? What is going on here? That went about as well as it could for NRG. And they still, all 3 got mowed down while being detained.
Hoping that all 4 of them were going to...
So, all expectations here are for NRG to come out sailing with this map win. But so far, expectations have been flipped on their head. Both teams' map picks have gone the other way. If you looked at the prior matchup too, they've all gone in the opposite direction.
Spike drop.
See how this one goes. Quick tap there with a spike. Victor was all the way into B, seeing if he can bait out the util. An attempt to flip back in. Com is blind. NanoSwarm helping him, but NRG Swarm taking those angles. And NanoSwarm gets a second. What is going on here? Players just falling straight to the floor. They're not going to be any more. Ethan around the side. Demon 1 trying to strike here, but with 10 health. Doesn't have the resources to work with, but he's got the bullets certainly. It's going to have to be accuracy. A shot to the head. Can't react in time. Low enough that a single shot from ardiis brings him down. A pistol round for NRG. KO now on the primary duelist of the Neon. And it is very sacrificial. But if he gets fired up as well, starts winning those duels, his team right behind him. This is interesting all the way through. No one watching the main position. Boostio. Hard time a bit with the jumping around, but he still lands 2. Brings him down as well. Crashies left to contain. He does hold the one extremity.
Planted.
Demon 1 with only a classic, not likely to get too much done here. Should be a cleanup for NRG in this round. Boostio, though, still looking dangerous with that Sheriff, wasn't he? 2K in both of these rounds. Means he's going to have that lockdown ticking forwards. Does not really look like there's too much danger here, but Con may be playing for some kind of exit.
Definitely don't want to be saving the pistol. That's for sure. Could be right behind the turret here.
I mean, he's only got 6 HP as well. He's taking a duel at the turret right now. Should just go down, and that's the cleanup happening. Again, if you look back instantly, they tap it and run out, and they're already on A.
Yeah, it's a disengagement. Through, all the way back. They spotted Ethan onto the corner. It's going to be pinged out now, moving forwards. Flash doesn't actually connect onto anyone at all. Doesn't do anything to push them back. Stuns now, rattled. All the way through. Victor into the back. Ethan! I mean, that's just pure blind fire.
Yeah.
He hears the glide, he hears the slide. Right through the smoke. Lands the shots anyway. So we are left in this 4v4, but with the spike planted, EG now forced to try and retake into this.
And they're all coming from a similar direction. This is where the initiator utility has to be key.
An attempt here. Pop flash play around the back there. Crashies. Didn't quite anticipate it was going to be pushed. So they all survive. ardiis close to the corner with the ghost. I spoke too soon. Not all surviving. Picks up the gun. 2 bullets though. Not enough to get the job done.
Big weaponry advantage there for EG, and an interesting idea to try and run a trap play like that. But NRG were very...
Different directions on opposite sides. Same NanoSwarm. Boostio playing all the way back. There's a judge.
I've got your trail.
It's a very strange weapon to have in this spot.
Yeah, Seekers pushing them forwards here. Boostio with the lockdown. That is going to be utilized as well. Really does cause a lot of problems because trying to get that plant down. What is that? ardiis. Coming through there. Ethan gets brought down, I believe, with the rotating door.
Yeah, they opened the door. So they had both initiators playing in this doorway area.
The call is made to try and fight over this. Paranoia, steep across, flash over the top as well. Aftershock into the corner, crashes. Could not see a thing. It's a scramble. A bit of chaos now. Injected into the round itself, just trying to hold this one. jawgemo with the defuse. Boostio, he's taking point with the judge. 2 players left standing, but they do stop the defuse. Did they get half in time? I didn't quite get my eyes on it. Not sure how much time is being bought. Spraying it down all the way through. Demon 1 collects. And plenty of time in the bank. All the kills collected with 3 under Demon 1's belt himself. He'll steal away that defuse as well. Reclearance now, surely.
Turret's destroyed.
Maybe not. It could have been out of range there as the Trailblazer was its end. ardiis is still watching it. Now you start to see the hit come through into A. Com doesn't know which way to look as well with a util pulling out everything. See it. Seekers, all broken. Lockdown now as well, pushing them all the way back, but they have to stop this reflank attempt.
Wow!
FiNESSE's pit!
He's decided to pit to stop the flank from coming through.
And this is really hard to get through.
Very on-the-fly decision there. Super heavy investment.
EG forced to pivot back away now, take a different direction and approach all the way through the broken door. Forwards, Paranoia meets them as soon as some utils used.
How do you navigate this?
This is so odd. There's two players that are basically isolated, clearing them, trying to take the fight forwards. EG, they realize it. There's a bit of a weakness now onto the site. They try and take it fast enough with FiNESSE falling, so does the pit. Down and out, EG claiming all the kills, flowing in their direction. Really, on the fly thinking there, prevailing for EG. They didn't rush into things when the Viper's pit went off.
A orb that helps them take a control at this point in the round. No Trailblazer, they're just forced to contact through. Demon 1 is opping.
And that's why that gets dangerous. Slowly walking into the sight line, no util being used. I mean, Demon 1 will take that any day of the week. Orb to push back that angle, but maybe now starting to flip the switch. Yep, there we go. Door rotates, Demon 1 wants to strike, he wants to take the fight! Flick to the side. Doesn't land it.
30 seconds left.
And look, they're exploring C again. These lurkers doing a lot for NRG, giving FiNESSE different opportunities to call in the mid-round.
Maybe that was the goal as well, putting that pressure into A. They forced all the rotations of EG, 20 seconds left. Nanoswarm's going to be popped off here. Needs to hold this one, so some gets the plant down. A re-push into mid, Victor! Has to be down for it. Even expecting as well, the second player just there, but backs away and plays his life.
EG in another retake, but this time down a player, much more difficult. Can the Initiator utility find value? Ethan barely has any, and Com is down, so probably not.
Crash is opening the door himself as well, just to really threaten that they could be taking a fight from multiple directions. Victor's job to stay alive, push them back so they can't flank. 3 left, EG no choice. Have to back away and save this. Retaking with the operator, not ideal. But EG will look for those exit kills. There's a full purchase from NRG. They don't have any other money sitting in the bank, so any kills they get will be quite damaging. Victor, though, putting a stop to that exploration in mid, so NRG getting that
Ready and waiting, including Com with his ult.
holding it, rolling thunder.
They're going to Paranoia and push this.
Here we go. Clears through, TP, Paranoia, drops it, spikes in the middle of nowhere. It has to be an attempt to refight. Good snake bite, though. Any sort of aggression off the back of that was stunted immediately, and it's answered in kind.
In the meantime, Ethan with his Trailblazer has cleared out B. He knows there's no lurker in this spot, so he's going to put his body there as well.
should run.
They're getting ready to set up for this C retake on multiple fronts. Jawgemo does not have to fight this. They can just give and have a 4v4 retake. EG have been so good in those spots.
Jump spot. Jawgemo was hoping for something. TP to disengage, gets out, no detainment. So the site is theirs, but the time running this low, hero play might be in order. EG. They don't shake things up. It's a safe plan towards the corner and a repush now called. NRG crashies, taking the lead with them towards Waterfall, wants to hold close to the angle.
This is dangerous. FiNESSE doesn't hear too much on the flank, which means they could be right in front of...
Okay. Yeah, the call was made to pop flash play that one. Jawgemo as well, they knew. Towards the back of it, he was spotted with the jump spot. Demon 1 last one. Already position. Noted, taken out, crossed off the list. Victor
on Lotus. EG's one of the only teams that's been finding success here, and they've played it once against MIBR. Now, though, still looking good against NRG.
2 rounds left in the half.
This is so quiet.
Oh, it's almost cautious, but they throw the beginning util. They've pulled players over towards A. Demon 1, he's getting a bit antsy, isn't he? Deep peek there, breaking off the util, spraying it down, Ethan.
Spike down A.
He's got the gun in hand, or the util as well to stop them. Com with the flashes, he knows he's being assaulted from multiple directions in terms of this. FiNESSE has worked his way into the back line. Ethan, oh my, spotted! It's out in the open! FiNESSE! How's he getting away with that?
Cover going out.
He should have been dead to rights. The shot was missed. Demon 1 did not land it. And now once more, another round, another situation where there is just so much chaos in the mix.
And that is absolute panic. FiNESSE goes for a play. Demon 1 calls it out to Ethan. And he scrambles. It's madness.
Yeah.
A 2v2 where NRG get a plant down on C. And Ethan and Com have it all to do, the double initiators.
Hunt.
Ardiis going to be kicking himself. He didn't get that kill. Napalm heals all the way back up to 100, at least to 92.
But at the same time, ardiis has got a Nano Swarm on the plant already, one more to work with. It looks very tough for EG to pull this off.
Flash has to be used to clear the backside. I know nobody's there, but a first Nano Swarm is being used, delayed. Everybody hiding. They know ardiis and Som fully aware of their win conditions, and the fight gets taken together when the util was expended. So, you get it. It's that early fight. Again, the stuns. TP, Som!
Man.
He's out in front! A wide open target, and of course EG are going to fight. Demon 1 only getting the one, though.
Victor, with
What
1
the hell?
HP, got 2 kills in that.
Insane stuff. Making the most of it as well. ardiis now starting to lurk his way deep into B, realizing that they committed 3 players over there.
He's so active.
Reinforcements over, very active. And off of this, you got to think it's going to be landing towards B. Can jawgemo and Boostio even stand a chance of connecting with Victor this low? Single bullet will do it. He's not actually into the site yet. The wall. Boostio's given the timing. Caught to the corner. And there it is. Denies the plant. He's turned it into a 2-on-2 and he gets out scot-free. That is absurd. Up to the wall. Oh my goodness. It falls to pieces. Into picking up the orb early on for Boostio. He's also just still holding on to that space with a sheriff. Turret towards mid. So they know that nobody's been pushed out of those avenues.
Trailblazer used. Did it spot anybody? Yes,
Yeah, there you go.
Sees 3 people over there. So now the question is, how do they disguise where they're going?
What's going to be that adjustment? 45 seconds. Slow to a crawl. Door opened up. Trailblazer used, trying to break it now. Well timed at that. Storm's going to be stunned up. Full line as well, unable to play the game, doesn't get a chance in hell. Paranoia rips its way forwards, and EG look to claim the side of the map now towards B. That is a bit of a blessing. Som as well.
Spike planted.
Rattling off the ghost, and as the smoke fades away, oh! 4 ripped away. What chance in hell? An ace denied. Murmurs and groans from the crowd, but it's a round win for NRG, and that was what they were hoping for.
And Som is under such intense pressure there from the initiator utility. The stun, Trailblazer in his face, a flash to fall.
Maybe that inexperience in these best of 5s starting to showcase.
jawgemo has to tuck.
Deep stuns. I mean, jawgemo, he's so close here. He's got his util out. Precisely the wrong time for that. But how could he know? ardiis swinging with the rest of his team. They've already brought down one of the players at the extremities. This is looking primed for a bonus win. Taking the back of the site here, Boostio. It's expected. FiNESSE, the jump spot. Knowing that the util was used to push them deep into the back of the site here. What do EG intend to do with this? ardiis got the rifle, 2 players to try and meet him. Sprayed and spammed. And there's the setup. There was at least a flash, but Victor's already through into the back, and they know where the last player is. It's Com. He hunted down ardiis, the reposition here, but should just be an easy defuse, shouldn't it?
As long as somebody gets on.
Yeah,
right
there it is. Som finally gets started with it. The aftershock too far away to cause any sort of problems. That is a bonus round win for NRG. Momentum on their side now. Gun upgrade towards A. Now Som could be in a bit of trouble here. Is there anything to bail it out? Oh boy. Yep, TP out in the open. There was no wall up in time. He is taken out. But 1 kill doesn't really necessitate a push off of it. EG happy to slow this one, and there it is. There's that lurk position of Demon 1. Planting the seeds of it. Finally reaping the rewards. 35 seconds though. There needs to be an attempt now towards some of the sites. The door was broken. They slow it down for just a little bit. FiNESSE now. Oh, he's taking back up onto the space,
left.
and it's out in the open. With the rifle, he knows it's going to be that re-swing. Spam onto that corner. Demon 1 lands a shot and has the confidence to take it. With 20 seconds left, it should be that easy plant. Victor, the last one left. Now he's got almost 7k in the bank. He might as well make a go of it, but he's got so much to clear here.
I'm out of here.
Turret there. Sees him. Is he going to try and break the timing? Glides through. Expecting a second. Takes his adjustment and his aim away for just 1 period of time. Demon 1 thinks there's going to be another repush as well, but everybody's scattered here. EG playing split apart, separated. Jiggle peek from heaven. Ethan gathering that. And as well, there's going to be the collapse from the rest of them.
twist on things.
That's really odd, isn't it? EG's attempt is to try and pull players over for the A rotation. They break the door, open up the rotating one, throw in a bit of a fault line into the mix as well, just to really sell this, but it has pulled players deep towards the front side of B. Trying to find the one-way there, some struggling. I'm looking at Victor as well. He's still got that operator onto the C angle. Seeker's in his face. He has to break
30
that.
seconds left.
Push and pull, 27 seconds left. Door rotating again. This will be landing towards A, and they've got the perfect ult for it.
They've read it.
Yeah, lockdown. It's going to be pushing them all the way back. ardiis is there. Here's that plant now. Just not quite with the gun.
Wow.
Stinger.
One
so
bullet
low.
away.
Players push back this way, that way. Now NRG are really going to be tested. How do they play this retake with the players here? Now the Rolling Thunder as a tap onto it. Should set up for an easy kill. Flash forwards and a kill. There, crashies. Be the first to drop. Damage being done. ardiis close. And just spams, knowing that there's somebody going to be caught there. Stand up once more, striking back. A nice try by Ethan. Almost landing that spray transfer at the tail end of the round, but NRG, they had the push and pull. They knew exactly where EG were landing, and that ult was really the death blow. Drop down, should be pushing them back, and maybe there's an opening, maybe there's a chance here. Victor, is he willing to go down with this? Playing it all the way to the final few seconds. He's got his own sprint to just disengage and get out of there. There's a stun towards the back. It will push them all the way through. Flash! It connects it to their own face, and Victor's there right behind him. Shut down that attempt to push deep into the backside. No one taking control. And NRG now look to reclaim all this space. The Seekers pushing forwards. The guide ardiis directly where he needs to land his shots. Util's being used very early on here. I mean, it's planted for them in a relatively favorable position. A tap onto the spike, but they need some kills off of it. They need an advantage to go their way. No one's sticking this. A call is made to take the fight straight to them, around to the mound. But Con will fall. Half under the fuse. Presence of mind as well, not to rush into things, making sure that they optimize the ults for the next. NRG, they're running away with this map. Past that one angle, Victor's there. Operator grouped up. There's going to be util to clear this, same as before. Flash this time. Normally there's going to be the Trailblazer. EG, in a moment of need. 2 kills collected and 2 kills claimed. Som, though, repositions.
Shadows traveling.
Put a stop to things with EG. There's going to be that dog into the back of the side. It does connect, does catch. Paranoia used in response, just to push back any attempt to punish. Oh, and crashies. Does this turret catch his position? Crouched close, side by side. I mean, jawgemo's right next to him, grouped up. Needs to be an attempt to trade. There is. It's there. Quicker the reactions there from Demon 1.
None of this Killjoy utility has been broken over towards the B site. Som's pulled away. He reckons it's not going to be a C-re hit. Oh, I thought Som was going to cover A as well. But instead, they're grouping. NRG already have the read. This 2v4 should not be winnable, and yet the defenders are in the right place to make it so.
No! The util's not been broken. Spam down the line of sight. It's a wrap around and a run around. See, they realize it's completely open, so they're going to be taking this one with 19 seconds left. ardiis is already in position for it. Close to the corner, it's a safe plant. Alarm bot spotting him. They know it's been pushed up. Paranoia as well, he's blind. Holds his ground though. Doesn't rush into things, waits it out. He's got the help of his teammate, doesn't win the duel though. Som still here. TP now. Oh, and he expects this. Realizing that mid was compromised on this fight, the angle. Shorty, he hears it! It's out in the open. 7 bullets, enough time for the reload. He's collected, but he doesn't know where Demon 1 is. Now he's revealed himself, a tap onto it. Trying to force the fight. Demon 1 has to take it, and he reacts.
Let's ask so much.
Oh, here we go.
Such an inexperienced player, but they need it.
TP, jawgemo, he's just given him, gifted them his own life. He TP'd right into him.
That's not a great start.
Not what you need.
They're playing with a 0 smoke comp now.
Yeah, I mean, it's fallen to pieces.
They still have Breach ult, they still have Demon 1. Can they make something out of this? It would be very tough. But on a set, it took NRG 6 tries to close out the map after they got to 12. They don't have that luxury here.
It almost feels like the finish though, doesn't it? When you're a player down.
It should be.
It needs to be the step up. Looking at Demon 1, he's got the knives, the Rolling Thunder as well. It's a big ult to use. It can clear your way into most situations. crashies with the wall up as well. He's ensuring that nobody contacts through that one. Seeker's now being used. That's going to alert him. Everybody grouped up towards A. All three of them, in fact, matching onto targets. Front side of A, and no one's going to be contained. A deep smoke going to be placed as well. It allows Som to cross over towards it. Again, it's the contact plays onto it. Som,
30 seconds
will they
left.
push through this one? It's a flash to accompany it all the way down. Rolling Thunder cleaves through. Paranoia now to retake that control of Heaven. There's a lockdown in play.
Are they going to push it?
Do you push it? Do you bide your time? What are you going to do? It's indecisive. Hesitancy. Demon 1! He does not care. Forwards with it. The right click does not land, but 2 kills. He might have done enough. And the retiming on it. crashies. He's at the broken door, but he's dealt with. Rotation of the door. You got to buy your time. You got to try and take that space. Aftershock pushes them off. No sticking into the defuse, and a fight one for Ethan. He was alone. He was isolated. It was necessary. Left up to Som. A tap. Bending out the spam. Finds the first. This is for the map. Can Com keep his team in it? He's been good for it in the past. The time pressure on the shoulders of Som. Forces the fight, but Com wins it. Trailblazer, I believe, spotting a couple of players here. Victor, this angle. That is quite unusual. Has to be a stun to clear him out of this one. But it's used in return as well. Paranoia. The kitchen sink being just chucked at that one particular area. And now maybe EG can get into the seaside.
They know the reaction is going to hit on C right now. They have their most defensive agents here. FiNESSE, ardiis.
Oh, the snake bite! Boostio just runs right through it. He's vulnerable up. Seeker's removed, dash forwards. Cutting across here. Demon 1. Can he take charge of the situation? The fast lane. This is so damn tricky. 27 seconds. Everyone grouping up. Demon 1, he's trying to make the most, but ardiis, he shuts them down. 3 kills is left up to Com. And it's a 1v2. He doesn't have the help, doesn't have a chance. NRG finally put the map to rest.
An expected map win for NRG, but also a little closer than I was expecting. They do look good with the Neon comp, though. Lotus has become a map that they look comfortable on. They brought out something really interesting. And it's Victor and ardiis at the top of the scoreboard. Victor with that Neon off for some portion of the map, while ardiis continues to deliver.